buzz.
Maquillana on his feet as Jaime Munguia sees that, and he goes after him with 40 seconds left here.
A little bit more now, Anthony Joshua. They went for the haymaker.
Yo, salute everybody in the building. Hopefully my audio is working this time. Last live, I think it was a snafu Saturday night. So we're gonna jump into it. As you see, man, we're gonna get into today. Today is the new segment, Frank Bay, Market Monday. All right. Not a lot going on. Got a little fight coming up this weekend, not a major fight, but it's Frank Bay Boxing Market Monday, buy or sell. Trying to add a little twist, create a conversation, see what you guys think. If you guys like it, if you don't, let's get some shout outs since we're live on air. Let's get the homies, right? Bomb Squad, salute. Alonzo Amazing, salute. Tu Matador, salute Mars, Boxeo. All right, if you guys have any social media, if you're on Twitter, if you're on X, if you're on Instagram, drop your boy a like, hit the Cash App, and let me know where you guys are at, so that we have a consistent flow. You know what I mean? We can build a little community, we can build something, and that's what we're working on, right? To build something that they can grow. And your voice matters. I know that's a cliche, but you know what they say, boxing is a dying sport, but we're here to keep it alive, man. You know what? There's a lot of BS that goes on, but we're gonna try to keep it litty and keep it growing and going. And I see there's always like 3 or 4 Alonzos. Yeah, you know what, man? I try to just keep it boxing from here on out. I really, my time is limited as to what I can concentrate on, and I can't go for hours, arguing with people. At Frank Bay, man, we come to talk boxing, try to get some views and opinions, and come to some conclusions, man. I want to have a legit conversation. So, I'm going to speak a little bit, give my rants and raves and see what's going on in the sport of boxing. But you know what we do here, man. Today is Smash or Pass. So let's get to Smash or Pass real quick. Don't take it the wrong way. It's a compliment. When you see a bae on the street, you give her a nice compliment. Say, hey, I like, don't be like, damn, look at that ass. But be like, hey, I like your earrings or something. Hey, who doesn't like a compliment? When my hair is flowing and glowing, I get compliments. So let's play a little game.
And now we're ready for Smash or Pass.
All right, so we got a little theme going. We're going to go with Mexican Monday or Latina Monday. I don't have time to figure out what her background is. When you ask a chick what she is, she's like 36 different things. But, a salute. Salute to the Mexican Monday baddie of the day, Senicia Estrada. I think she hails from East LA. We've seen her fight. So that's kind of the theme at Frank Bay. We're not here to be dogs or get accused of being male chauvinists, right? Let me get the banner down so we can get a full look of the baddie, right? The baddie of the day, smash or pass. Is it a smash, pass, or wife up? Now, I recently heard, I think she's dating or married Chris Mannix. We know him from DAZN, right? Let's see what the people say. It's a definite smash. Now, smash, pass, or wife up. Me, I think Senicia is wifey material, as we know. So it's a smash. Smash is like smash and bail. You know what I mean? Leave change on the dresser, that type of material. Yes, she's married to Chris Mannix. So I think all we could do is just compliment her, say she's a baddie. She's taking pictures for us and she's a fighter. And that's what we appreciate around here, right? So Mexican Monday, baddie of the day, Senicia Estrada. Looks like it's I heard yes, Omar E. salute. I heard yes, we can all shed a collective tear. She's off the market. But hey, Chris Mannix, if you don't treat her right, Frank Bay and the crew, we're in her DMs. So just remember that, Chris Mannix. Treat her right, bro. Treat her right, bro. You ever hear a dude say that? Treat her right, bro. But there's no Captain Sable hoes in Frank Bay, man. We keep it legit, keep it moving, just appreciating beauty, Yeah, she's a little tiny girl. She's like 5'2", but she can bang. Damn, she seems too spicy. Yes, the homies are rolling in. Yeah. To me, she's wifey material, and she did good. She did good. I guess Chris Mannix is the boss. He's an announcer. But let's get to some boxing, man. Unless you've been living under a rock, I'm gonna drop the link later on. I'm just going to rant for a little bit, right? Try to make my points. Like I said, today is Market Monday. So what are we talking about when we talk about Market Monday? So unless you've been living under a rock, right? Unless you heard the new Salute, Hawker Mustang, Captain Sabahos, Water Shakir. Yeah, they be fighting in parking lots over these his nose, right? Marrying strippers and call girls. Like, we don't, at Frank Bay, we don't do that, man. That's why it's smash, pass, or wifey. If you got a good woman, wife her up, man. Treat her right, bro. Put a ring on her finger. If it ain't a ring, it ain't a thing, And sometimes you gotta pass. You can't nail every skunka that comes across your path, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll be left busted and broke. Trust me, these females nowadays with social media are just as sharp as the homies. Don't even trip, brother. They caught up. So don't play your hand too many times, But anyway, Market Monday. Unless you've been living in the rock, the fight news, the fight weekend, we seen Anthony Joshua slept. He got slept by a 4-1 underdog, right? Nobody gave Dubois a chance. Now, me personally, I didn't even give him a chance. I figured, hey, man, he quit against Usyk. AJ's another level, right? AJ is another level above. And that's, we always hear that term, that cliche. It's levels, man. It's levels, And we see it with Canelo Alvarez. Like, I think he has decent opponents, but he doesn't get any credit because he's not stopping them. And people say that that the fighters are not on his level, and I agree. But Dubois was not supposed to be on Anthony Joshua's level. And one thing I seen going in the fight is that I've seen AJ slept. Andy Ruiz was not supposed to be on his level, right? Andy Ruiz was supposed to be nowhere near AJ. People hailed AJ as elite. LDB Salute El Yepson. I hope you're trolling, brother. Philippine Mateo El Filipino salute. As the homies roll in, salute. I'll give everybody a chance to speak, but you know what, man? Like I said, man, we need to make some points. I don't like all the endless rambling. I want you to speak your mind. Anthony Joshua, right? We seen what happened. So moving forward, we got to move forward, right? So moving forward, also Jaime Munguia, right? Jaime Munguia was in action. You see him with Emiliano, right? Munguia wins in knockout fashion, right? Impressive. Were you impressed or not? All right. So we're going to take a look. Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn looking bad. I've seen on social media, people are posting that he's like 28-0. That basically Frank Warren, I believe, is Queensberry. Why do I say Queensberry? Queensberry is 28-0. There was a 5-5 in Saudi Arabia. Where Frank Warren swept Eddie Hearn. It was supposed to be a competition, my stable versus your stable. There's been rumored Golden Boy versus Top Rank, stable versus stable, and it's awesome, right? It's a very good concept. Now, in concept, it sounds great, but in actuality, promoters are not willing to sacrifice their stars just for a promoter or a show, So Anthony Joshua, he's talking about he doesn't want to retire. I believe there was a rematch clause. There was a rematch clause, an immediate rematch, and he's the challenger. Now, that doesn't happen too often where the challenger gets an immediate rematch. Usually if you're a contender, right, and you're going after a title, the titleist will put in their rematch clause to get his get back, right? Because those titles, I know we talk about belts schmelts, but they mean something. And the reality is that a lot of times you have to give concessions, even if you're a star. Like Canelo Alvarez had to give Caleb Plant 10 M's to get a title shot. And Caleb Plant could have put a rematch clause, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna give you a shot. But and so it's a little bit of politics and a little bit of business boxing, right? So in Market Monday, yes, it's smart. So Dubois has a good promoter in Frank Warren, and he's like, no, we're gonna get an immediate rematch either way. We want to double dip. And it's up to I believe the challenger, like Haney, Spence, and Crawford. There was a rematch clause because, I'm sure PBC felt like, okay, we're not going to let Crawford come in and take all the belts because Earl had, I believe, 3 of the belts and Crawford only had 1. So there's always those little political games in boxing, and we just have to accept it. It's like we can cry and complain about it, or we can accept it. Yes, thank you, Alonzo. Amazing. Smash the like, brother. Smash the like. Hit the Cash App if you appreciate, because all we want to do is grow, man. It's about growth and opportunity and getting your voice out. And that's one thing I do here, man. I let y'all speak. I let you get your voice. I try to do both, pay attention to the chat and talk, because I'm not somebody that talks to myself. But what I have switched gears is I'm going to talk a little bit more, and then I bring people on, because I don't want to get into shouting matches or arguments before we cook, and then I get to see what you guys are thinking. Right? Yeah, man. It's just, what it is, man. It's all about growth, man. Growth and opportunity. It looks like we're growing, so I'm gonna keep doing it if I see growth. Because that's what matters in life, right? If you want to do something, you want to be the best. And look at AJ, right? AJ, now I'm like, he should retire, but he doesn't feel the need to retire, right? So, like I was saying, they got an immediate rematch. So when I think of Anthony Joshua as a stock, let me know what you guys think. Stock up or stock down? Now, obviously, Anthony Joshua's stock is at an all-time low. His stock has plummeted. I mean, when we talk about fighters, right? When I think of a fighter, I think of them as a business. Each fighter is a business unto himself. Now, as fans, we look at it as a sport, and we should think of it and evaluate it as a sport. When we talk about who's the best, now we're talking about a sport. But behind the scenes, the boxing does not work as a sport, right? Because in a sport, we'd be easily able to identify who is the best. And I'll give you the perfect example. Anthony Joshua. This is the era we're in. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, right? For about 7 or 8 years, probably since 13, 14, AJ coming out of the Olympics, Wilder, the Olympics, right? Tyson Fury was around, but he kind of was in and out of the sport. But those were always the names, right? Circulating. And, Anthony Joshua was supposed to be the one. Yeah, no. Yeah, salute Shadow Ghost. Like, subscribe to Shadow Ghost. He's always dropping the good content. And, that's what matters, man, is people give you the content, like and support them. Even those that I do not care for, I don't badmouth, I'm just going to be critical. Like, I'm critical of Shadow Ghost, I tell them, Shadow Ghost, step your background game up, That's it, Shadow Ghost. No. Shadow Ghost always keeps it pop. Hop on. I'm going to drop the link later on, Shadow. But like and subscribe to the fellow boxing brother. And and he's free smoke too. That's, like I said, that's what I appreciate, man. I appreciate the allowing people to have a voice. And that's what matters. If you go somewhere and they don't let you speak, or they block you, or they time you out, then there's really there's no need to be there. And I want to be involved in the show. And that's what I appreciate when someone involves me, because I'm never going to be one of those people that get on and pretend that they don't listen to people, right? You hear content creators or people, they act like they're the only one in the universe, character one, and I watch people and I'm fans of, I watch BDA, fan of BDA, fan of Shadow Ghost, I'm fans of these guys. Now I'll be critical, we don't always agree, but I listen to other boxing content creators because I always learn something new. Believe it or not, I always learn something new, you know? Like I'm hearing the numbers for AJ, for Canelo Alvarez was 650 and like a $17 million Gates. Now, Frank Bay, I don't have access to those numbers. So, you know, I have to pick other people's brains, you know? So I don't dismiss anybody. I try to give everybody their props. Yo, Sergeant. So with the boxing talk, Anthony Joshua, stock up or stock down? Now, obviously, to the naked eye, like I was talking about Wilder, these were the yo, what up, Bone? Salute. I'm gonna drop the link, brothers, for everybody. So I'm gonna drop the link you know, in about 10-15 minutes. I just want to talk about, you know, Market Monday and how you guys feel. And this is what I do it. I really, truly, genuinely do it to have the boxing conversation. Because when I listen to Sergeant and OG Blaze and Shadow and you know, Bones, Passive, I mean, they're always dropping knowledge on me. You know, I learn something new every day, man. Straight up from these guys. These guys, I actually look and I chat with them and they tell me stuff. And a lot of my conversations or ideas that I get, you know, from them. AJ got caught. Yeah, he caught a beating from hell, right? But the crazy thing is nobody expected it. So Wilder, Tyson Fury, and AJ were the kings of their era, right? But this is what I'm talking about in boxing, bro. They didn't fight each other. Yes, Wilder and Fury fought each other, right? We know Wilder ducked the AJ smoke. You know, he was offered a lot of money by Eddie Hearn. AJ tried to come to America. Andy Ruiz slept him. Then Andy Ruiz ate himself, right, out of a championship. Salute Andy Ruiz, man. First Mexican ever heavyweight champion. He said, nah, it's me. Yeah, man, there's just so many trolls in the YTBC. It's hard to keep up. I let them live, and I appreciate them, man. You know what? They, you know, the trolls are what you would call like the ants of the community, the rocks, the pebbles, because they keep everything going, right? You know, they keep the numbers going, they keep the chats going. You know, it's all about survival, right? In nature, you need everything, right? What was that they taught you in nature? The wheel, like everything. It's a game, right? Circulating, right? The bird eats the mouse, and the mouse eats the fly, and the fly eats the spider, and it all just goes in a cycle, you know? So, and that's what keeps it going, man. Just like I'm motivated when I see Shadow go and I see BDA go, that motivates me, and hopefully you guys feel the same way, right? So when I say something, you'll be like, man, Frank said something deep or something stupid, you know? Anyway, yeah, so finishing up that thought, man. But they never fought, right? And now at the end, now we're gonna see Fury and AJ. So when we think about AJ as a stock, I'm gonna buy AJ stock. If AJ was a business and he was a stock, I'm buying as much AJ stock as I can. And you guys are gonna crucify me. And in the same thought, in the same vein, Dubois. If I have stock in Dubois, his stock is way up. Guess what? I'm selling through the roof. I am selling Dubois stock. I'm selling it. I'm selling it now. And I'll tell you why. Right? Am I crazy? What do you guys think? How do we feel? Are you buying Dubois stock? Are you putting your eggs in Dubois as he's gonna be the last man standing? Right? Is can AJ come back and defeat him? And then AJ and Fury fight. Look, man. Look, we gotta live in reality, right? Reality is AJ's still a name. He's still a ticket seller. You know, the homie Sobers, he said, you know, Eddie Hearn runs this guy into the ground. So who never sobers? Go fuck with him. Go hit his channel up. Hey, date man. I still want, yeah. You know, as fight fans, man, we don't care. We're savages. We want to see Wilder get beat even more into the dirt, right? Right? We don't care. We don't care about these guys' health. Because if it was about us caring in the health of the sport, we would say, hey, AJ, get a gold watch and ride off in the sunset. You know, you got everything. You rule the sport, man. You ruled it, and you have a legacy to protect. Don't go out bad, right? But they're fighters, bro. They have a stubborn continence, right? They don't want to go out bad. Like Lean Sao, AJ is done. Yes, but guess what? Guess what? I'm gonna buy AJ stock. It's at an all-time low, and you know what? He could fight Tyson Fury and beat Tyson Fury. A Tyson Fury stock all the way down. Me, I'm buying. I believe he could possibly beat Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk, another example. If Alexander Usyk is a stock, he's at an all-time high. I'm you know what? I'm gonna hold on Alexander Usyk. If he's a stock, I'm not selling him out, but I think I would not keep buying it at an all-time high. I believe Tyson Fury is a legit threat. And in the mindset, if you think about it in these terms, right? Stocks, dividends, returns, right? We're thinking like promoters and managers, right? It's Market Monday. We're gonna treat it like a business, like it really is, right? Nah, what? So if you're looking at these guys, right, and you're putting your promoter hat on, right? You're putting your manager cap on, right? I'm gonna ask you guys to do a thought experiment. And your Matchroom at Eddie Hearn, right? What do you do with AJ? Right? This is your business, right? If you're Matchroom and Eddie Hearn, what do you do with Anthony Joshua? Do you say, hey, buddy, you know what? You had a great career. We made a lot of money together. Do we, it's time to call it a day? Because ultimately, right, Eddie Hearn is a business, right? His job is to promote fights. And if AJ comes back and says, hey, man, you know what? Like, I still got it, man. Don't throw me out on the street, right? We just seen poor guy, man. We just seen a guy, his name is Kid Kansas. It goes by the name of Alan Garcia. And he took a brutal knockout on the undercard of Jaime Munguia, right? He took a brutal knockout. And, Rick Glazer, shout out Rick Glazer. Go like and subscribe to him, right? Okay, man, if you're putting those things in the chat, I'm going to X you out. No bullshit. You can talk shit, but no bullshit. But yeah. Matchroom and Eddie Hearn, what do you do with Anthony Joshua? Well, you know what? He's your moneymaker, man. There was 96,000 fans in there. Now, I don't know the numbers, how they do it in the UK or how many pay-per-views it sold, but I mean, it made money hand over fist, right? Anthony Dubois is a new star, right? Money hand over fist. You keep fighting. If he tells you he wants to keep fighting, I think you let him keep fighting. Look, man, ultimately, when it comes to sport of boxing, they were talking about Canelo Alvarez, him just recently fighting and how much he has left. And I think you have to appreciate what Canelo's doing, right? Because I don't think he's going to go out bad like that. People were arguing Canelo would never go out like that. And me, I'm a Canelo Alvarez fan, but I'm not going to put that on him because it could happen. Look, man, in boxing, your favorite fighter is more than likely gonna get slept one day. It's just gonna happen. The longer you stick around, the more fights you have, the inevitability of you getting knocked the fuck out is higher than ever, right? It's just like riding a motorcycle, right? Shout out anybody riding a motorcycle. But in anything in life, the more you gamble, the more you take chances, your chances of something bad happening is going to increase, right? AJ would fight C-level and retire like Canelo and Floyd. Okay, I'm kind of confused on that. But I'm gonna put some of these accounts on timeout, man, because I don't want that's definitely a no. Peace. Don't do that. Don't come into my chat, man, and promote somebody else. You can talk about them if you want to hop on and say you're a fan of something, but we have to speak. Salute Alfredo, right? So Eddie Hearn, what do you do? What do you do with that? What do you do with AJ? Now, the homie Never Sobers, who I speak to, he said Eddie Hearn's gonna run him into the ground. We even see Deontay Wilder when he come back, right? But from a fighter perspective, I get it. Because this is all they know. That's how they earn money. It would just be like any of us if we were told that we might not be able to do something But that's how we earn our living. We're gonna fight desperately for it, right? I mean, you can't turn down money, man. You know, if that's what you do, that's what you do. That's how you earn a living. You get it how you live it, you know. But then there's also a thing of pride. There's a thing of pride and pride in what you do. And me personally, Frank Bay, the way I was raised, you know, my father always put in my head, if you can't do it good or do it the best, then don't do it. Don't go out and do a sloppy job. Go out and do the job to the best of your abilities. And if you can't, then don't do it. If your heart is not in it, if you don't have passion or a sense of pride, then don't do it, because you just end up looking foolish. And that's the thing in boxing, right? We see that all the time. Guys go out here, get battered and beat, and they look ridiculous. It becomes a clown show. The Wilder fight should be the priority for AJ, in my opinion. Yeah, that's why I believe AJ's stock is, although it's low, I'm buying. Look, AJ stock is at an all-time low, but I'm definitely buying because I can see the future, right? I could see that if he comes back and faces Tyson Fury, whatever Tyson Fury does, win, lose, or draw, then, you know, he's back. He's back, and he's making even more money. I mean, look, man, the way the dominoes fall, the way the cards will reveal themselves is going to be interesting. But AJ has a lot of money and a lot of opportunity on the table. And as I was saying before I got distracted with Kid Garcia, go watch it. Excuse me. He got brutally knocked out. 1 second. I'm bullish on AJ. Yes, I'm bullish on AJ because his stock is at all-time low. Now, of course, everybody, right? When you lose, everybody throws you to the curb, right? Everybody kicks you to the curb. You're on top of the world when you're winning. That's just life, right? That is life. That's life. When you're on top, everybody's your friend. Everybody's doing well. I've experienced that. I've been in places where I thought I was hot shit. I was on top of the world. I had tons of friends, social media blowing up, you know, dates every night, rolling fresh cars, doing, you know, living the dream, man. And then the next day it's over. It happens, you know. It happens, man. And all those friends and all those girls and the nice stuff and cars and clothes, it's a memory, right? And then that's when you find out who your real friends are, right? That's a life lesson. AJ vs. Parker 2 would be good. Yeah, at this point in his career. But that you know what, Sergeant, I'm glad you said that, because I don't think there's no point. It's pointless. It's pointless for these guys, AJ, Wilder, and Fury, to build themselves up again. You understand what I'm saying? So after a fighter reaches a certain point, like we're talking about Munguia, Plant, these guys, you stop fighting the guys trying to make a name, right? You know what I mean? At certain points in your career, you just go for big money fights. There's no more, you know, like we seen Teofimo Lopez, right? He's fighting Steve Claggett. There's no need for that, man. At a certain point, once you reach a name and spot in boxing, you've already laid the groundwork, right? That's what they talk about Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez has laid the groundwork, and Floyd Mayweather said it. Blame Floyd Mayweather. Say, look, I proved what I had to prove. I beat the best, fought the best. I can do what I want to do. There's no better feeling in life when a man can say, I do what I want to do. And me, Frank Bay, you know what? I work for a living, but I do have friends. Now I'm not, it's not a brag or a flex, but I'm comfortable, right? I still have a lot of work to do, right? Just personal pride reasons. But I have friends that they can do what they want to do. They're in a position that they don't need a boss. They don't need anybody to tell them what to do, right? Canelo Alvarez, AJ, even Tank Davis, they're in positions of power where nobody in the sport of boxing can tell them what to do. Now, other fighters, on the other hand, they're controlled. We see like Benavidez. Benavidez is controlled. Benavidez only does what his promoter and manager do, right? So AJ's looking at a lot of money, right? AJ's looking at a lot of money, and it doesn't look like he's going anywhere anytime soon. So now, while people are gonna make fun of you, you know, you get slept like that, ass up, face down, Diddy style, you know, a lot of social media, making all the memes. It's a cruel world. It's a cold world, and even I'm doing it. Somebody posted this, right? I find it hilarious. And you see Eddie Hearn in shambles, right? So Market Monday, Frank Bay, I'm buying AJ stock now at an all-time low, and it can only go up, right? It's hit the bottom, and it can only go up. You guys are going tit for tat in the chat. That's crazy. You guys keep me going, man. I'm gonna move on. Jaime Munguia stock is at an all-time high. Now, I've seen on social media he could be fighting in Tijuana versus Ronald Gavril. Alonzo, amazing. Damn, man, I don't want to see another AJ rematch. The heavyweight picture needs to change. It should be now focused on Dubois getting into the shot at Usyk if he gets past Fury. Okay, I'm glad you said that. Yes, Alonzo. Before I go to Munguia, I'm gonna talk about Dubois also. So now Dubois, his stock all-time low after he quit against Usyk. That's all anybody can remember. Stock at an all-time low. Even me, I'm calling him a quitter. Yeah, he got robbed. Robbed against Usyk. That's a whack fight for Munguia. Yeah, I heard he got, he might have got did dirty depending on your opinion versus Usyk, But Dubois stock all-time high, king of the world. The world is his oyster. He has big. You know what, man? He hit the lottery, man. He has a big money fights versus either rematch with AJ, Alexander Usyk. Yeah, I'm going to open up the panel. If anybody wants to hop on, we'll be doing it shortly. Alexander Dubois, stock all-time high, right? There's nothing bad you can say about the guy. But me, Frank Bay, I'm going to break it down, and I'm going to be critical, right? And I may catch flack for this, but I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm not high on Dubois. I'm not. I think you would lose your ass trying to buy stock in Daniel Dubois, right? I keep saying Dubai. Dubois, right? I'm just talking shit, right? Dubois, Okoli, Dubois, DeBoink. Yeah, Sergeant, I heard somebody else mention that, and me putting my promoter cap on, ain't no way in hell. If I have Dubois with a bigger money fight versus AJ, no way in hell I let him versus that monster, Okoli. Yeah, Dubois can fight, but I'm not high in him. I've just seen too many chinks in his armor. He's vulnerable. Even Sergio Mora agree with me. What makes AJ great? What makes Dubois great? Fun to watch is they're vulnerable. At any moment, you feel like, damn, these guys could get knocked the fuck out. Now, when I watch Alexander Usyk, I feel like I'm watching the best. I don't feel like that when I watch Dubois or AJ. I've always said, AJ was chinny. I'm just watching what I seen. Didn't Dubois? No, I don't think so. He's a heavyweight with heart. Yeah, they all got heart. Exactly, Sarge. You know what I'm talking about. Now, look, man, Frank Bay can only tell you what he thinks. And that's what I think. I'm selling Dubois stock at an all-time high because, I feel like AJ could sleep him in the rematch. It could happen. I know what I'm watching when I watch Dubois. Strong. He fights his heart out, but there's weaknesses there. There's things to be taken advantage of. Tyson Fury could beat him. We've seen him lose to Usyk. AJ was unfocused. Well, how many times, is he going to be unfocused? He's had this thing with trainers. I'm never going to call someone papi, okay? But salute Federico Mantica. Most of these are you know what, man? I don't try to get into that realm. Y'all, there's probably a place and a time for that. But Frank Bay does Frank Bay. We do our thing. But salute, man. Salute. Hit that like. You gotta hit the like, man. Let me know if you like what I'm saying. If you don't like what I'm saying, always leave comments. It always helps. Always feedback. But we're talking boxing, man. All right. So Alexander Dubois, I'm selling. I'm selling, and that's the weird thing, right? AJ gets slept, stock at an all-time low. Oh, my bad, Bones. My bad. Okoli lost to Michael Hunter. Yeah. And that's the heavyweight division too, in a nutshell, right? Heavyweight division, it's the big boys. They all got power. They all hit, thumping shots. We just seen Torres, and he's like an undersized heavyweight. We seen they were trying to hop up Baby Anderson. We seen him get slept by the Bacoli, right? The man from the Congo. But yeah. Alexander Dubois. I'm selling, man. I mean, it's kind of a conundrum, right? It's kind of like, well, AJ just got slept and you're buying his stock? Absolutely. Because by this time next year, he might be on top of the world again. And Dubois, he's on the bottom, right? Look, man, in life, man, you can go from nothing to something in an instant, right? If Frank Bay goes viral, man, I'm on my way to the bank, I'm cashing checks. Now it's entertainment, it's a hobby. But all it takes, in this day and age, hit lottery ticket and what I'm saying, it's moving on up. It doesn't take much. I've said this plenty of times in life, especially playing sports, man. One day a dog and the next you're a champ. One day you're a champ and the next day you're a dog, especially in the sport of boxing. We're always so quick to throw these fighters away. I said AJ was done. Nerd, salute. Like I said before, Brits flounder in big fights. Every time they step up to the plate, they fumble the ball. Hey, I can't argue with it, right? Lean Saw, the bell rang, round one. AJ was making a joke or something, pointing Dubois to his seat. I knew, right? Yeah, I seen a clip of that. I guess he went to his corner before actually he got knocked out and was like, this guy is shit. Look, man, as soon as AJ gets touched, man, his brain goes into ass up, right? As soon as you put a hand on him, his ass wants to go in the air. But he's a flawed fighter. We've always known that. Now, some people, they champion him. They think he was an all-time great. Me, I never thought so, right? So switching gears, also the action, like I was gonna say. Talk about Jaime Munguia a little bit, and then I'm going to open it up, let you guys come talk your shit if you want to talk your shit. Jaime Munguia and Emiliano Vargas. All right, Jaime Munguia coming off a loss to Canelo Alvarez, fighting on top rank now, right? Now, I don't know if he's still with Oscar. Someone can clarify it, right? If he's still with Oscar. Frankie, why did Turkey do that? Yeah, I seen that. I wish I had time to upload it, but Turkey was pissed. He had a bad day at the office, bye. Yes. Thank you. Eric Gomez gets it, man. Eric Gomez gets it. Tevin Farmer versus William Zepeda, gatekeeper pony on his resume. Well, he's rating on the Snowcore fight, right? So Jaime Munguia coming off Alvarez, right? I was surprised. A lot of these guys, they get a Canelo payday and they're done. They enjoy their money. But Jaime Munguia, he's back in action. Friday night fights, right? Versus Bazinian, nobody really knew. Go check out my preview on that fight. I think you'll find that Frank Bay is on the money. I'm telling you guys, man, I'm on the money, brother. El Pinche OG, salute. I'm on the money. Frank Bay will lead you to the promised land. Can't get everything right, but if you get more things right than not, then you leave the casino a winner. I'm a betting man, a gambling man. I love poker. I love betting on boxing and sports. I have a passion for boxing, but I understand what it is. It's a business. It's a sport. It's a business masked in a sport. But I love, I like, if you can make a few bucks, making bucks on Ryan Garcia, you became a rich man on Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. Some people probably became rich overnight betting on Dubois and if they knew something. Yeah, Turkey Shadow. That guy thinks he's something, right? Damn, Munguia. Yes, he'll be back in a stay busy fight. Supposedly. Nah, it could be a rumor. But in the picture with them. So let's Jaime Munguia looked good. And now, the ESPN analysis was, to me, kind of biased. Kriegel with his usually congratulating back foot bitches, right? Loves the jab and grab, loved all the jabbing. Me, I felt it was decent, but it wasn't as effective as Munguia's boxing. power boxing. You know, he was landing a lot of good heavy body shots that I scored for Munguia, and I felt he was breaking down Bazinian, and ultimately he did. And a lot of casual observers thought Bazinian was winning the rounds. Now, maybe you guys thought that, but the way I seen it was Jaime, the entire fight, was landing the more harder shots and breaking the down guy slowly. Now, he may have gave up, 2 or 3 rounds, but if you notice in the fight, he was answering every one of Bazinian's kind of, flurries, and he was landing harder shots. And eventually he got to the stoppage. So Munguia stock is at an all-time high. I'm buying Munguia stock. I seen a post that Top Rank is looking for a clash between Jaime Munguia and Christian Mbili. Now that will be a mega clash. That is must-see TV. Damn, if you have a wedding that day, your baby's being born, I don't know, man, you might have to push the date back, because that's can't miss. I had Bazinian winning because Munguia was beating his body up. Yeah. I mean, if you had Bazinian winning, I mean, I guess you were scoring, more of the jabs. The commentary to me was very biased. But I thought Jaime was in control. I thought Bazinian had his moments, but Jaime Munguia answered all those moments. I advise, I would recommend watching the fight and then tell me what you think again. But I did not see. And if you listen to my preview and prediction, I've said that I told you the way it was going to look, and then Jaime would need a stoppage, because had it continued and Bazinian was able to keep boxing, he would have made it close and possibly got a split decision. We know what we're watching when when we seen like O'Shaquie Foster and Conceição, right? Everybody had O'Shaquie winning, but he wasn't doing much. He's that back foot boxing shit. It's very pleasing to the eye. It looks more effective, right? And it seems like nobody counts body shots anymore. Bones and Billy Munguia gonna be like Kirkland versus Angulo. Yeah. Okay, you think it's gonna be more one-sided, right? Yeah. El Perro, that guy used to wear a dog collar to the ring. Gonna drop the link soon. Hit the like. So you guys, Munguia stock high. Are you a believer again? You think he's still middle of the pack? You're not a believer. Now me personally, putting my manager promoter cap on, I would do Munguia Berlanga. I think Munguia Berlanga is the bigger, better fight, just because you have the Puerto Rican versus Mexico rivalry. If I'm Munguia, I don't do the Mbili fight. I think the Berlanga fight is bigger money and could sell more. I think that is a classic rivalry. Shit, man. I mean, you could put Munguia and Berlanga on May 5th. Too early? Well, look, man, Munguia and Mbili is risky. If Munguia took a loss to Mbili, well, then Munguia Berlanga goes up in smoke. You got to be able to look at these things from that perspective, from the stock. Imagine the stock of the winner of Munguia and Berlanga. Imagine, and especially it'll be a firefight. Who would you pick between Munguia and Berlanga? And who would you pick between Munguia and Mbili? Now, if I'm Munguia putting my promoter hat on, right? If I'm putting my promoter hat on, I'm putting my manager cap on, right? I'm gonna say, hey man, we want Berlanga. Berlanga is more beatable than Mbili, in my opinion. Agree or disagree? If I'm this guy, right? If I'm Top Rank and Bob Arum, Mark Kriegel loves the back foot style. Yeah. They think it's the sweet science, man. Canelo beat both Angulo and Kirkin, and he'll do the same to Mbili. Yes. I don't think Canelo's looking at Mbili right now. Now, after Mbili will need a step-up opponent, he'll need a Munguia or a Berlanga in order to position himself in a fight like that. But if I'm Top Rank and Bob Arum, their stock is up, right? They got Munguia. They got a Mexican star on their hands. Sage, welcome. Thank you. Hit the like, man. Like and subscribe. Berlanga need to win and knock someone out in exciting fashion to set up a fight and get the sand. Well, he's already got a name, man. Berlanga's so beatable, you don't even take that chance. Berlanga is very beatable. I mean, Berlanga, if he came back and he was weighted down by the money and fame, and he goes back to his old ways, not focused, and he loses to a journeyman, it's over. Just go into a Munguia big money fight or a Caleb Plant fight. I think out of all the names, Plant and Billy Berlanga, for Munguia, if I'm buying and controlling Munguia's stock, I go after Berlanga. I don't do it, Billy. Too dangerous. Plant, way too dangerous, right? If a Bazinian tested Munguia that much, I think Caleb Plant would be a way, 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 way tougher assignment. I mean, you guys agree or disagree? Bone says Berlanga versus Pacheco. Both were matchroom. Okay, so I'm gonna drop the link, guys. And Emiliano Vargas fought on the undercard, right? He was in action this weekend, fought under Jaime Munguia's undercard. Now, it looked like he hurt himself. Am I wrong? Did they mention, did he hurt his hand? It looked like in the middle of the fight, he was fighting like a Isaac Frost wannabe, right? Some Irish guy. And look, man, definitely not on a level. It's a step-up fight. He's 12-0, right? I believe 10 knockouts. You know, obviously the son of, OG Fernando Vargas, right? 1 second. So I dropped the link, hit the like, hop on. All right. So Fernando Vargas, well, Emiliano, right? He has 3 brothers, but he's the star, the youngest of the bunch. I don't know if he's 18 or 19, but I'm buying now. I'm buying as much Emiliano Vargas stock as I can. He's with Bob Arum, right? He's with Bob Arum, Top Rank. They're promoting him, and they have a potential future superstar. They have a potential future superstar on their hands with Emiliano Vargas. The sky's the limit. You know, they also have that guy Abdullah Mason, who people are saying is potential. Keyshawn Emiliano sucks. Damn, Sergeant, always with the hot takes. Where's that coming from, Sarge? Why do you? I don't think he sucks. Now, I'm not willing to say he's a future Hall of Famer or ATG or maybe even champion, but I think he's good. I think he is the goods. I think we got a lot more to see. Now, you know, there's the other fighter, El Pinche OG. You got to take the brothers in that package. No. I see, you know what, actually, though, one of the Vargas bros beat Ryan's bro. It was pretty entertaining. I forgot, it was on one of some pay-per-view. Was it on Jake Paul card? I think it was on the Jake Paul Nate Diaz. One of the Vargas bros had beat Ryan Garcia's bros. It was pretty entertaining, man. I mean, obviously they're not talented. They're like journeymen. Even I don't even know if they're journeymen. I don't even know if they're boxers. They're like celebrity, like D-list celebrity boxers. But they were scrapping, and it was a hell of a fight, man. It was a great scrap, but the Vargases came out on top. Now, damn, you know, talking about Emiliano, Munguia would decapitate Pacheco. You know what, Omar E? A lot of people would disagree. But look, man, let's not eliminate each other. Let's let Diego work on his. Let Diego build his name up before he gets a big fight. You know, right now Munguia is at a level that he's not gonna fight Pacheco. Munguia is only going after the Plants and Berlangas and then Billy's, the big name fights. You know, he's in a position where, you know, he bought like Big Bear, a training camp that a lot of the fighters used to train at. So Munguia is money motivated, man, you know. But Emiliano, he looks like a future star, right? He has the looks, he has the talent, so it's bye, you know. But hey, brothers, I dropped the link, hop on. Pacheco, yes. Now you're thinking like a promoter, like a manager. If you're trying to make some money, you're thinking Pacheco versus Beck the Bully. That's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way you go. But yeah, I'm buying that stock. I'm buying that stock all day, every day. Pacheco look a little green versus the At this point, Munguia has graduated to the next level. Yeah. Munguia's past the building, past these type of names. It's too risky for not a lot of money. What is he gonna get? Munguia, Pacheco's not gonna make the money. Beck the Budo, yeah. And Pacheco's at a point where he needs to make a name. Pacheco would take the Berlanga route. He's not going to risk it. Pacheco's not going to risk it versus Munguia, versus Billy, and possibly getting beat, stepping up in level and risking a Canelo fight. And that's where we were at with David Benavidez. Is that Benavidez, his strategy was to sit and play it safe and only fight once or twice a year and wait for Canelo Alvarez. Right? That's what Berlanga did, right? Came up, fight some scrubs, and let Canelo pick you. And that's what a lot of guys were aiming for, right? Like what Crawford is doing. Let me fight one fight, get relevant, and then I'm just gonna call out Canelo Alvarez, right? That's the blueprint and the breakdown, right? Pacheco Iglesias would be good too. Yeah. Give me 1 second. So I dropped the link. Hit the link if you want to hop on, talk your shit. It's Market Monday. We're talking about stocks and bonds and dividends, things of that nature. I know that's boring talk, right? But I'm doing it in an interesting way. And I'm looking at fighters as a business, as a stock, who you like going forward. We're talking about Emiliano Vargas, Jaime Munguia, AJ. Salute, Mexican boxing #1. AJ Dubois, Mexican boxing #1 in the building, right? Emiliano. Top Rank is known for moving fast, right? So, what I said, Keyshawn Davis was talking about Emiliano. I'm gonna play the clip. I'm gonna bring it up. Keyshawn Davis has no fan base, and he's trying to clout chase off the Mexican Vargas, right? And Keyshawn's going on his rant saying that his culture doesn't recognize Vargas, that they're nothing, and he's desperate. He's really trying to call these guys out. Mars Boxeo, Jose Sr. licking his lips that Pacheco would land the Canelo fight. He just want. That's right. That's another interesting twist, right? Is that Pacheco is trained by Benavidez Sr. So, that's the way you do it, in the sport. Emiliano's improving, absolutely. But all these guys are taking a drink of water. Look, man, until you get to the Canelo level, and Munguia's at that level now. Plant and Munguia and Berlanga, so to speak, to an extent, they're proven, right? They went 12 rounds with the pound for pound champ, and their names now. In the sport of boxing, look, man. I always say, look, man. When I listen to myself, I know I have some catchphrases. Look, man. These guys, man, they fight for checks. Us as fans, yes, we talk about the sport, but it always devolves into arguments because we don't ever have an idea of who the best is because they don't fight each other. Mars Box, so is Abdullah Mason, but ESPN treating him, yeah, of course, that, and Mars, you're very astute. Exactly. I don't get hyped about any fighter. I don't get hyped about nobody. These Abazabas, Emilianos, because man, we just seen that guy Kid Kansas get knocked the fuck out by a journeyman. Ruben Villa got beat up by an African journeyman. Look, man, you can't put your eggs in one basket with any fighter. Just look at them like stocks, and always think, if I'm trying to make some cash, if I'm trying to make a smart decision, do I buy or sell? What are they? Is their stock high? Is it low? They're all fighting cab drivers, Cripshawn looking for a payday, which is good. He's just calling them out. Kid Kansas should not be reopening the Mexican attire. You trash. Yeah, you know what? What's up, OG Blaze? Luke. It ain't a show till Blazy steps in. Yeah, when he had the Eminem blonde hair, I knew it was a wrap. He's been trashing his family and friends, but her for people being honest on his IG. Look, you know what? When you step in that ring, it's all on the line. Whether it's a journeyman, whether it's a guy you're supposed to beat, or it's the best fighter on the planet in Canelo Alvarez, it's always on the line. Emmy and Munguia are the future. Yeah. You know, it's Market Monday, man. It just depends on what your take is. Like, we're throwing AJ in the trash, but you know his stock is up. I'm buying AJ stock. He has big fights coming up. Now he should probably retire, right? But yeah, hit the like, hit the link if you want to talk. We have some fights coming up, right? Let's look at the fights. We actually have some fights. I'm gonna be doing a big show, man. I want to do a big show for the big event of the week. It's Mikaela Mayer Fight Week, guys. Can you believe it's already here? It's so exciting. We all forgot. Wow. Mikaela Mayer Fight Week, fellas. Must see TV. Don't miss it. I guess it's in Brooklyn, right? In the Show Me State, New York. We got Shushu Carrington, and even Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas is on the card. I don't know too much about Xander Zayas' opponent, but I believe the Shushu is taking a step up fight. Shushu is fighting Sagawa, who beat Roman Villa a couple months ago. Oh, Venado is out of business, brother. You went broke if you still have Venado stock with the news, with the injury news, scary stuff about a brain bleed. There's no more Venado stock, right? It's over. Like, it crashed. It's gosh, what are those movies when a company they just go out, like they just go bankrupt overnight? There's no more company. The stock plummeted and everybody's walking out, right? It's over. Like, okay, Berlanga Munguia lost, you know, even AJ lost, but there's still a company. You know, they still have a business. All these guys are a business. No, it just gotta be 100. Bones, Jose Benavidez got the tall Mexican 168 pounders on the stable. Pacheco Bros, Julio Barras, and Daniel Blancas. Damn, this is what I do at Bones. You're on top of shit. Yeah, Pacheco's the money man right now. You're buying, guys. Go buy Pacheco stock. Buy as much Pacheco stock as you can, but don't go crazy with it. Don't go crazy with it. Now, whose stock is higher, Pacheco, Munguia, or Berlanga? I'm gonna say Diego's stock is the highest, just because I see the potential. If they're all businesses, Pacheco has the highest point of return, right? Because he's the more talented fighter at this point. Who are you talking to, El Pinche? You. Crip Sean loves calling out Latino pros. Yeah, they all do. They all chasing Ryan. They're chasing Vargas's. They know where the money's at. They know where the Mexican fighter stock. That's the blue chip stock, right? When we talk about stock, they have a term called blue chip stock, and Jaime Munguia is a blue chip stock. You know, Canelo Alvarez is Coca-Cola. Canelo Alvarez is Apple. When we talk about stock, right? Benavidez is Cricket. Is Cricket still a company? What stock is Benavidez? If you have Benavidez stock, Benavidez is Cola. If Canelo Alvarez is Apple, Benavidez is your local. Go into your local corner store and you go buy a flip phone. That's where you'll find Benavidez stock, right? Was never really a Venado fan. Oh well, assembly line don't. There you go. That's a positive spin. They keep feeding. Who was I on? They keep feeding Zayas Mexican journeyman. Yeah, well, they're trying to build him name. They want to build him like the Cottos and the Trinidads. You know, Trinidad be Yori boy. Cotto fought What was the Mexican that he fought? I can't think off the top of my head. Oh, Margarito, right? Bob Arum tried to throw him in, and had Cotto beat Margarito, then he'd have been a mega superstar, right? Sky's the limit. Look, man, in the sport of boxing, you beat a Mexican, that's how you make your name. We've talked about this before. You know, it just is what it is. You can't get around it. If you're buying stock, you know, Mexican Americans are the oil companies. You know, you're always gonna get a return, especially if you can build one up. Quechinga, Venado will be back better. Okay, well, Quechinga, he's going against the grain, and you can make a lot of money do that. If we're trying to make money and we're all like selling Venado stock, and Quechinga says, okay, they want to make Venado a penny stock. Well, guess what? I'm going to go buy it all up. When he returns, I'm going to be laughing all the way to the bank. Pacheco has a horrible trainer. Salute OG Blaze. Yes, I've heard that. Hit the like, hit the link. Xander facing Damian Sosa, a Mexican. I have him for the upset. He's really, you know what I've seen? I think I have seen him. I think we have seen him, right? Sounds familiar. Don't like Mayer. She's a loudmouth and a big crybaby. Yeah, you know what? Michaela Mayer's stock for women fighter was pretty high, and then she loses to Alicia Bumgarner, and some felt she won, got robbed, right? But her stock is probably is low, you know. But I don't know too much about her opponent. Don't really care. It's kind of boring. No knockouts. Not a fan. I mean, is Michaela Mayer smash or pass? Nah. Bones. Zayas ain't losing to that guy. Okay, Bones. Blaze. The deer got caught between Benavides is Kmart. Well, Kmart ain't even around. At least Benavides is dollar store. You know, but they have a decent company. You know, I go to dollar store. I go to 99-cent store. Gotta have that Mexican chin, man. Facts. Venado made it for somebody that started boxing late 21. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm just talking about Venado as a stock. Now, if I want to break it down and break him what he is as a company, he made a lot of sales. He made a lot of money. He did good for what he was and where he came from. Mexicans got to stop selling to build another boxer's name. Yeah, we're seeing that in Bam Rodriguez on the undercard of Boots Ennis, right? Venado is Roy Jones Jr. 2.0. How is Benavides dollar store? I'm comparing that if Canelo Alvarez is Apple and Coca-Cola, Benavides right now, his stock is low right now. His stock was high because he was chasing Canelo Alvarez, right? He was chasing Canelo Alvarez, and then after that performance, fighting on the undercard of Stank Davis, it looks like it's low now, right? So Benavides, man, I mean Benavides, we don't even have any news. He's rumored to be fighting Jesse Hart. So fighting on undercards, you know, his pay-per-views flopped. So he in terms of cash and as a stock, then it's not really that high. You know, I'm just being honest. So Shushu Carrington fighting Sagawa, that will be a good step-up fight. You know, he's been calling out Inui. Xander Zayas, you know, he has the Puerto Ricans. They're really trying to build him up. It looked like they were moving him fast, and then it kind of slowed down. Not sure why. He's a 154-pounder. But, you know, I would buy Xander's stock. I think it's selling pretty low. It's not really high right now. He's probably, you can get him for, you know, a discount. You know, you can get Xander Zayas discount. And then, you know, when he starts making a name, you know, your stock goes up and you make some money. Munguia about to fight again December against Gabriel. My boy staying active. Yeah. A lot, you know, he's going to get criticized for it, but you get it's a stay busy fight. And he's going back home. He's giving back to the film. We just seen Inui do that when he fought Donhei in Japan. It was like a throwaway fight, you know? It's just like they were talking about Canelo fighting in December, right? December in Japan. Well, you know, it's not going to be a mega fight. Canelo reserves those for May 5th and September 16th in Vegas. So he would be doing an exhibition or kind of like a stay busy in between fight, make a little extra money. 18th Street says, I think Munguia can beat Benavides. Let me ask you guys this then. Whose stock is higher, Munguia or Benavides? Me personally, I think it's Munguia. Munguia's stock is higher if you think about it. Benavides' stock is really low right now. It was at an all-time high But him moving to 170, 75 and looking a little lackluster, his stock went down. His stock went down. It just is what it is. Sage, I'd say I'd pay to see Benavidez way before those other guys, though. I know he's gonna try to smash the opponent. Canelo don't even want to smoke with Benavidez. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion, but the way boxing fans talk about Benavidez, he should be selling 1 million pay-per-views, right? When he fights on pay-per-view, where are all these fans that love Benavidez? Now, I'm a fan. I actually bought his pay-per-view, but I have to be honest. My opinion of him went down. It's just a fact. My opinion of Benavidez went down after that performance, and it was factual. He got, I think, busted ribs and complained of a hurt hand. Rick was saying that Canelo face was beat up. Berlanga kept headbutting. Yeah. Go look on social media though. But Canelo punched the fuck out of him back. When Berlanga tried to get dirty, and then Berlanga ends up trying to, molest him and kiss him. Kiss him on the neck, kiss him on the lips after the fight. So that just tells you where Berlanga's head was at. He was desperate. He was doing anything he can to change the tide. Jaime going to show you how it's done by Stroing Gavril. Of course, he should. Munguia got a bigger following. That's what it's looking like, and he's more active. Munguia's taking what he did with Canelo. He's taking that momentum, and he's building a bigger profile, right? Rick Glazer said pay-per-view did 350. When and where did he say that? Because nobody's confirming that. Look, Rick has a salute Rick Glazer, and look, he has a following. I guess he's an insider expert. Go follow him, like him, comment, subscribe if you can subscribe. But Rick Glazer has a vendetta, an admitted bias vendetta against PBC. So anything that PBC does, he's going to naturally hate, just like Oscar. Oscar has a vendetta against Canelo Alvarez, so he's gonna talk shit. So what can you really take a grain of, can you really believe when someone says, hey, I don't like this guy, and they start talking shit? Can you really believe what they say as facts, or is it skewed? Is it just bitterness speaking? When I talk about people or fighters or even some of the people that I have conversations with in boxing, I don't make it a point to spew hate or talk shit about them. If I don't like them, I pretty much don't pay attention, to them. I'll only say something if I feel it's useful to the conversation. I don't trust them. Yeah. Look, if he gets proven right, then he's right. But just because you're right about one thing don't mean you're right about everything, and vice versa. If you're wrong about one thing, sometimes you can get something right. It's just like picks in boxing. You pick one guy and then you get 10 others wrong. Does that, look, you have to go with people that are credible, right? That are consistent. Consistency is key. So that you have to look at people's track record, and if they tell you they don't like something, what is the saying? When someone tells you who they are, believe them. And Rick Glazer has made it known he hates Al Heyman, has a vendetta. So to believe anything that he says about that just seems like putting my faith in someone I shouldn't put faith in. You know what I'm saying? But reportedly, Canelo Alvarez did 650 pay-per-views, maybe a little under, but it's pretty near the truth, and a massive gate. So Canelo Alvarez stock is through the roof right now. You may not like it, and you may not care for Berlanga, but Berlanga's stock went up, Canelo's stock went up, and that's what we're here to talk about. We're talking about the business of boxing as it relates to the sport, who we follow, who we talk about, right? I mean, you go on Google Trends, it's on this YouTube shit, this X shit, the Twitter shit, the Instagram shit. There's an algorithm, you get a feed, and what you type in, they'll give you what you're looking for. Like AJ, the conversations around AJ getting slept. The conversation is around Canelo Alvarez, and a little bit of Tank Davis news, but Tank Davis stock way down. They're talking about his opponent. They're talking about his opponent being Lamont Roach, 130 pounder. You're not going to get any credit for that. You're going to get lambasted. Now, you're going to have the Tank Davis groupies. They're going to say, what if fantastic fight it is. And that's what they say about Canelo Alvarez. They say, oh, if you congratulated Canelo Alvarez in any way and you were happy that he had a successful pay-per-view, you're a Canelo groupie. Me, I say, hey man, what happened to just talking about what's in front of you? People are always trying to convince you to disbelieve what you see with your own 2 eyes and ears, right? I see the numbers. I see Canelo being talked about, right? If you have a channel, if you have a Twitter account, if you talk boxing, you're talking Canelo Alvarez. That's just a fact. If you want clicks and views, you need to talk about Canelo Alvarez. If you want to be listened to today, you need to talk about AJ. Why would you get on and talk about Tank Davis when he's not making no noise and no news? Tank Davis' stock is way down. Tank Davis' stock was at an all-time high after Ryan Garcia, and it slowly dipped and plummeted because he fought a guy that he went and sold a million pay-per-views with Ryan Garcia, and he needed to keep the momentum, right? They're calling him the face of boxing. He's challenging Canelo off of one pay-per-view. Now, us in the know, if you used your brain and intelligence, you said, well, that was just because Ryan Garcia. It wasn't due to Tank Davis. His numbers had been steadily 250 as reported or lower. Even Rick Glazer said it was like at 75 versus Hector Garcia, 75K, right? So Tank Davis, what does he do? Does he use the momentum? No, he takes a year off, comes back and faces Frank Martin, who nobody knew. And the pay-per-view did relatively okay if you, in pay-per-view terms, right? With 300 reported K, something along those lines. Nerd. Glazer seems to think he is some sort of boxing guru. He fans himself as an authority when in fact he's another guy with an opinion. Well, if you ask him, he's in the know and he knows it all. Look, I'm not a fan of the guy. I don't have nothing bad. He's gotten some things right. He has. He said that Al Heyman was MIA, and he was. That Al Heyman returned. Like I said, I keep my ear to the streets. I listen and I comment. I speculate. I give you my guesstimates and what I think. Guys, hit the like, hit the link if you want to hop on. Mars Boxeo, bro, at age 27, Canelo resume was Mayweather, Trout, Lara, Cotto, Mosley, Triple G, Tank at 30, best winners, Ryan. All facts. But you know what, man? Tank Davis is a decent little business. He's like a mom and pop shop. That's what Mayweather had said, right? When there was talk of him fighting Loma like 3-4 years ago. Oh, he was on TBS. Shout out TBS, the boxing scientist. Go like and subscribe to the brother. I guess he had Rick Glazer on. Yeah, okay. Well, would it wrench me up, doggy? You know what, Alonzo Rodriguez? I don't wrench anybody up. I'm the law and the judge on this show, right? I don't want people blocking each other. It's free smoke. I mean, if you say repulsive dumb shit, then you're out of here. But I'm the judge and jury on my show. You feel me? Yeah, Tank Davis stock kind of low, and if it goes to he fight Lamont Roach, it's at an all-time low in my opinion. Now it was looking like his stock was high. It was like the rumor was he was gonna fight Lomachenko, and it's buy. Oh shit, it's gonna be a mega fight. Then Lomachenko pulls out. They were negotiating. Lomachenko pulls out, and now he's looking for opponents. You know what I'm saying? El Pinche, TBS, not free smoke. I don't know. You know what, man? Frank Bates. How am I let everybody have a voice. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like all that rent shit. It's bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you give one, you give all. But if you give all, you're gonna have problems, and you can never take them away, from what I understand. So I'm the judge and jury. And I let everybody live unless you do ignorant things. So, I think it's fair. That's my what me over here is fairness. I don't claim to be unbiased or objective, but I feel I am fair. Now TBS can run his show how he wants, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But we do Frank Bay business, man. Frank Bay business is what we do. Square business. I salute you on that. Yeah, man. I don't got time to be knowing who got a ranch and who don't, and if somebody's blocking people, then I'll be all day on the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm focused on what I'm saying, and I'm focused on what you guys are saying. And when people get on, you know, I'm trying to listen to them. So, you know, I have to multitask, but most importantly is keeping a good running show, keeping you guys interested and entertained, and hopefully getting something that you can take, you know, versus somebody just spewing hate or glazing, you know, for an hour, 90 minutes. But yeah, man, hit the link, hit the like. So Tank Davis, you know, fighting Lamont Roach, it's gotta be stock down. And then Benavidez possibly fighting like Jesse Hart, way down, stock way down. Like there's no way you could be happy for that. There's just no way. There's no effing way in the world that you're doing that, you know. So like I said, Market Monday, we're talking about Anthony Joshua, the boy, Vargas. We got some upcoming fights. Michaela Mayer. Are you guys gonna watch Michaela Mayer? I'm just interested. Are you guys interested in Michaela Mayer? Who's she fighting? I think it's Pearson. I don't even want to say the motherfucking name, you know? Like, do I even care? It's boxing, but is it on a Friday or Saturday night? Damn, I just had the overlay. But does anybody care about Michaela Mayer fighting? Do we? Are we watching it? I do want to see Shushu Carrington versus Sagawa. I think that's a really interesting fight because Rumavia was supposed to be hyped. It's Sandy Ryan. No idea. It's another white girl, right? Another white girl. But did we say it's Michaela Mayer smash or pass? For me, it's smash. Definite smash. I think she's sexy. Although there's views where it looks like she's I don't know. She looks a little big. You know, I think she has like a long back. She has like a long back and a long face. You know, I wouldn't call her a knockout. I think she's cool for a white girl, right? She's cool for a white girl. Nerd, this is why Tank will never be the face of boxing, a crossover superstar. He keeps fighting irrelevant fighters. He's not put there. Facts. I'm only watching the weigh-in. Okay, hopefully they can't make weight and have to go in a full nudie, right? But they always put the towel around. Yeah, she ain't sexy no more. At first, I thought she was. She's too masculine now. Is she? Not watching women's boxing. But will you watch the undercards? I want to see Xander. And is it on a Friday night or a Saturday night in New York? Yeah, I'm not interested in women's boxing. Not at all. Not in the least. I mean, if it's on, yeah, I'm going to watch. But I am interested in Shushu Carrington. I mean, they're saying wants a snow bunny. Yeah, you know I like my snow bunnies, man. You know, they keep it interesting. You know, hey, and they always turn heads. When you walk in a room, you know, you got your brunettes, you got your, you know, your other chicks, and then you walk in with a snow bunny, everybody's heads turn, you know? It's like the cream of the crop, the prize. Come on, Frank, does she? We got to do a cup check? Nah, man. She's cool, man. She's sexy to me. For a fighter, you know, because we're talking about fighters. When we think about fighters and these MMA chicks, you know, they used to be like Ugmos. They used to be like bulldie's. You know, there's like, you know, when you're talking about lesbians, you know, you have different kinds. Now I don't even know if I should be saying that word. Probably have to edit that out. But you know what I mean. When you have women that they go both ways, you know. Now Smash Ryan. What? You're saying Sandy Ryan is sexier. Is she? I'm gonna check her out for we'll do what Friday should be Snow Bunny Friday, right? If it's Mexican Monday, right? If Sinicia is doing our and no disrespect to women, man. You know, I don't want it to be like a you know, being a chauvinist pig thing. It's just complimenting. You know, if today's Mexican Monday baddie of the day, Sinicia, you know, when should we do Snow Bunny? White Girl Wednesday? Does that work for y'all? White Girl Wednesday. I think we could do that. No, Sandy Ryan. Hottest girl, honestly, is that girl at 105. Send me the link or drop it in the chat. We rating like rep it or what. You know, he did have his skit. This is my skit, man. This is my baddie of the day. But I'm doing baddie of the day. I'm not gonna do the whole swiping thing. You know, I'm picking people from like the boxing arena, MMA. Some of these announcers, like, oh, there is the Snow Queen, right? I think she's a content creator, and is she like Czechoslovakian or something like that? YMCA Tuesday. Oh, come on, stop it. It's Shez Chick. You got Torta. You know, Tuesday Torta. Thank you, Blaze. You just gave me the ID. Tuesday Torta. We'll do Tuesday Torta or Torta Tuesday. There it is. Torta Tuesday. That's when we bring the tortas out. Because you know I'm a certified, Frank Bay's a certified torta smasher. Right? I get the beans, I get the carne asada, gotta put the lettuce and tomatoes. How do you, and with the slab of cheese, you know, or do you guys just do like the plain tortas, you know? When you just have meat and like lettuce, because you know every restaurant does their tortas differently, you know, with the different breads, and tortas the best. Yeah, it's a definitely winner in your lunchbox. You know, when your girl packs your lunch and you got a torta, it's a winner. But me, I don't do the avocado. I don't put avocado in there. You know, some people like avocado, but I don't. You know, but yeah, we got boxing. That's the only boxing on coming up, right before the big money fight between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, right? So we got to keep the conversation going. You know, what's in the news and the notes. Who's up, who's down? Hit the link, hit the like. Let's see, Samoan. Oh shit, that'd be a good one. Samoan Sunday. Yeah, guys, give me the ideas. We got Mexican Monday, we got Torta Tuesday, we got White Girl Wednesday. You know, we have to have our beautiful African American. Maybe they'll be Friday. We do Friday. Who am I missing? Asian, right? Asian sensations. You know, I think there's the Michelle Ponce, I think, or one of those announcers. She's like Asian. We got Nonito Donaire's wife, right? Rachel Donaire. She's a hottie. Salute Nonito Donaire. You know, she be in the streets. Maybe she'll stop by one day. You know, I don't know if she'll show Frank Bay some love, right? No disrespect, but you know, she posts sexy pictures. What should be where should we put the Asians? What day? Saturday Asian sensation. White Girl Wednesday. Right. Stock up. Market Monday. Yeah, but Xander Zayas, man, he could be a future big stock. Buy Xander Zayas. His stock could go through the roof one day. Like I was saying, you know, his he was top rank was moving fast, and it seems like they kind of put the brakes on him. Same what I seen with Edgar Berlanga. You know, Edgar Berlanga was with top rank, and his stock was through the roof, right? And this is why I do it. When you think about it, right? As fighters are stocks. There was a point in time that Edgar Berlanga's stock was through the roof. Do you guys remember that? You haven't smashed a torta until you're done with 3 kids from oh man, you on some grimy shit, fool. I like single mamas, but not 3 kids, man. I'm not doing daddy daycare. Just not. You know what I'm saying? I only got so much candy, and I got very little patience. You know, I got my own niños. I can't be having 3 rugrats from 3 different players running around. Frank Bay, you disappoint me. Samoan Sunday, you guys need ethnic sensitivity training. I said we'll do Samoan Sunday. It's locked in. We're doing Samoan Sunday. You know, I think it's funny because of the stereotype, right? Looking like refrigerators, linebackers. Michaela should not be the main event. Yeah, you know what? I don't know what's going on, but she is, and it is what it is. Should be Xander. Yeah, he's not ready yet. You know, like I said. So at one point, you know, Xander Zaya's stock was through the roof. I mean, Edgar Berlanga, right? The Puerto Rican kid, they were trying to promote him. His stock was through the roof. 16-0, 16 knockouts. His Edgar Berlanga stock was at an all-time high. And then it just plummeted off the face of the earth. He bites a guy. He's going 12 with Journeyman, and everybody's selling. And this is what we have in boxing, man. You know, we're very Johnny. We're spur of the moment. We make a decision, and that's what it is. Bumgarden also. Oh, that's right. She is on some like Phobo or different network I never heard of. After a failed PED test, and Bumgarner. I mean, how could you not know? Look at her. She was looking like Roy Jones Jr. With hair. Is Bumgarner smash or pass? I see a lot of dudes. They really think she smash. I don't know, man. She's kind of fail. If you stripped away the glitz and glamour, she's not that cute. I mean, she has a bum. Alicia Baumgartner. She definitely has a bomb on her. But yeah. She looked like she could punch a hole in your chest, But cute wise, Michaela Mayer is probably a little bit cuter, and Senicia is definitely a cutie. Senicia may not have the badonkadonk, or the rack, but forgive Fang Bei, man. I'm speaking very vulgar. Come on, guys, let's be gentlemen here. We need to be gentlemen. We need to let women feel welcome. They can come here. I don't want women to come here and think we got a bunch of savages and talking about got that ass and I'll smack that. Oh, look at them titties. Them titties. Brrr, right? Motorboat. Hey, you guys are dogs, man. Stop it. Have some respect for the ladies. But yeah, Senicia is a cutie. Sky Nicholson. Now she's hot. She's hot. She reminds me of that girl from $1 Million Baby, like Hilary Swank. Frank. No, remember, I'm certified Thor the Pounder, man. Look, man, you know why? Because it's low maintenance, bro. Them dime pieces, them baddies, they want all the attention all the time. And Frank Bay got to do his boxing shit. I tell my bae, hey, boxing comes first. You feel me? You want to go on a date? We go on a date to watch some boxing. And she falls in line. Frank Bay, are you a fan of BBLs or natural? All natural. Yo, the Costa's fine. It's got to be natural, man. You got to promote what God gave you. We always talk about fake and phony. Well, when you got BBLs and you got jobs and you got facelifts, that's fake. It's fake. It's, look at Oscar's chick. Salute Oscar de la Hoya. Is it smash or pass on Oscar's chick? I think somebody had posted she used to look natural and normal. She did. She really did. But after all the surgery, she looks like a sex doll. We all know Frank like the Clarissas and Shadishas. Damn, busted. I do. What I look at? I look at last call. How do you feel leaving the club a little tipsy and it's last call? I don't know, man. You might take Clarissa home. When you're wasted, we've all been there. We have all been there. All right, hit the link, right? We don't always smash dimes. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it honest. Let's keep it boxing, man. Let's keep it boxing. Sharnika Johnson, do I know who she is? No, I don't know who Sharnika is. Y'all gotta post the pictures, man. But yeah. Xander Zayas, somebody said it's a tough fight. Sorry, someone said that. I like Shadisha Green. Hey, man, I mean, you can't beat a girl with cornrows, right? It's kind of sexy, right? Amanda Serrano, she wears cornrows. I dig it. She's bad. She's bad, bro. Look her up. Okay, we'll drop it in the chat. You know where we be. Yeah, man. Market Monday with Frank Bay. Michaela Mayer looks like her stock is going back up, right? Shushu Carrington, a lot of people are high on him. They're calling him, saying he could beat Inouye. Inouye, Shushu's been calling out Inouye. Xander Zayas got high stock, and that's what Top Rank is good at, right? They're good at getting the young talent. They let Shakira Twitterson go because Shakira Twitterson, when after Reed beat Oscar Valdez, stock through the roof. Then after some lackluster performances, and not so much, they let him go. I believe they made him an offer, wanting to still promote him, but after his recent performances, his stock has plummeted. Everybody sell. There are a few people that still hold on to Shakira Twitterson's stock, but not so much, man. You know, he's with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom now, and they're trying to sell him again, and they were trying to put him on a Joe Cordina on pay-per-view, and they thought that was gonna work, and he took a beating in the media, right? Sharnika Nice, okay, salute. I'll look her up. I'll do Batty. What is she on Friday? We need a name. We need a name for our African American sisters. You know, we have Mexican Monday. We have Torta Tuesday. We have White Girl Wednesday. We have Samoan Sunday. I think Saturday we said Asian Sensation Saturday. So we need one for give me some ideas, brothers, for the sisters. All right. What else? Xander Zayas, right? Xander Zayas stock is pretty high. He's friends with Amanda Serrano, who's a baddie in my opinion. I don't know what you think about Serrano. Amanda, I think she's a baddie. And they're fighting. Amanda's come on. We got Mexican Monday. Come on, stop it. Yeah, Xander Zayas right now. Are you guys buying Xander Zayas stock? Yocosta is hotter. Yeah, Xander Zayas stock. Are we buying it? I'm buying it, but I'm, you know, when I seen him against Teixeira, I seen some vulnerabilities. You know, I'm probably buying more Emiliano stock as far as prospects go than Xander Zayas right now. I see some weaknesses. He doesn't look too strong. He doesn't look like he packs a punch at 154 the way Virgil Ortiz does. OG Blaze agrees. Xander's not it. Yeah, he's not. Shushu Carrington, high, yes, stock high. Stock is high right now. Tim Bradley, you know, slurps his nuts. They say this guy's future pound for pound. Me, not so much. He's a little older. Mano Ramos beats him. Oh, okay, yeah, at 154. Shushu Carrington, can he beat Inui? Shushu's at 126. Come on, no way. Not on your life. We don't rate dudes here. I don't know who would. Maybe that's another place they rate dudes. You know, there will be no except for boxers, but we will not be rating shirtless men. We rate them when it comes to sports, but we don't rate them in a smash or pass. You know, I don't know. Maybe did he convince some people that it's okay? Now, if you do that in your free time, spare time, that's fine. Frank Bay don't do that. You know, we do the female. You know, I like the females. Sage says Eddie had money to sign a fighter and fans falling asleep, but too stingy for money to pay to get Boots unified and make it make sense. Yes, I've talked about that. It didn't make sense, and Shakur has already let him down. You know, he was supposed to fight, help promote Better Beav and B-Ball, get his name out there. His stock is at all-time low. Frankie, do you watch other sports? Of course. I used to watch basketball, used to love baseball. I follow the NFL, do fantasy sports. So yeah, I do. Not so much, you know, mostly when I look at sports, what I really do, I look at betting. You know, I don't really follow the storylines too much anymore and all the sports talk. To me is money. You know, you bet on sports and you make money. You know, I like to do fantasy. You can make money on fantasy. I won my league last year. Now I'm struggling. So I look at everything. When I look at sports, I really see it as like, you know, a business. You know, who makes money and who doesn't. 18th Street. Why is Sting not fighting Devin? Money. Devin stock is at an all-time low. Devin stock, there's really no more Devin Haney stock. Every 49ers, that's why it's Frank Bay, 49ers. Yeah, I know we're down bad right now, but they'll bounce back in the Super Bowl last year, right? But yeah, man, Better Beav and B-Ball coming up today. Like I said, hit the link. We'll just recap what happened. It was Market Monday, kind of talking about what happened. We'll try to keep this as a segment. I said AJ stock looks like it's at an all-time low. You should buy it. Buy AJ stock. Looks like he's gonna keep fighting. Big money fights versus Tyson Fury, versus Wilder, maybe. AJ, he's got got some fights coming up. So looks like he'll be back. Jaime Munguia, stock went up, was up, continues to rise with the win versus Bazinian. And Emiliano, Bison stock in Emiliano, looks like he's going to be around. They're promoting him heavy. Got all the tools, the talent. He just needs to keep fighting and keep stepping it up. And Dubois, his stock is way up, but I'm going to have to say sell. I'm not a believer. I'm not sure he can, he has some tough fights. It's stacked. Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, a rematch with AJ. I'm not so sure he has the grit and grind and skills to remain on top. It looks like we're going to have a lot of guys beating a lot of guys, and the heavyweight championship is going to be a baton. They're just going to keep beating each other. Blaze says Munguia only one that stayed active after Canelo. He is the chosen one. He's the actual chosen one. Yeah, man. So it looks like I'm going to wrap it up. We did a 90 strong, man. I'm really happy for the support, but I'll be back. Well, not a lot going on. Like I said, maybe I'll do some breakdowns of the fights. Let me know if you want to hop on. Otherwise, we're just going to wrap it up. Had a good conversation with you guys. Always knowledgeable, always bringing the heat, bringing the knowledge. Dubois, Sarge Sage says Dubois is the real deal. He was serious and focused the whole way through. He was, but I see he's vulnerable. I'm going to show you what Sergio Moore tweeted, and which I agree with. And I had said it in my preview. Dubois is just as vulnerable as AJ. AJ could easily sleep this guy. Easy. He could easily come back and sleep that guy. That's where we're at. Usyk could be, Fury could be Usyk. Look, man, a lot of interesting things coming up. It's been Market Monday with Frank Bay. Let's get some shout outs before we get the fuck out of the building. Sage, welcome. Thank you. Alonzo, amazing. Alonzo Rodriguez. El Pince, 18th Street. Who else we got? Sergeant, OG Blaze, Mexican Boxing #1. Hit the like, hit that Cash App one time. So passive, always in the building. Mars Boxale, salute. You know what I'm saying? And doing it big, doing it grande, nerd, always in the building. And that's how we get down around here, man. But Sinicia Estrada is our baddie of the day, right? She's our baddie of the day. So we'll leave on Sinicia's note. Let me just get my situation straight. There it is, man. So give me some likes, comments, suggestions, what you guys want to see, what you guys are going to hear. Because at times like this, man, there's not a lot of big fights. So it's just going to be a lot of gossip, rumors, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Who else? AJ don't got ring IQ, and Sage says all AJ had to do was jab. AJ IQ and the patience got him knocked out. He's always been vulnerable. Look, man, he's a late starter, but look, buy AJ stock. Buy AJ. That's my recommendation. Buy AJ stock. He's gonna be back, and another big win. He's back on top. Gotta respect it. But all right, fellas, we're gonna get out of here. Leave you with some shit. And tune in again. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that Cash App, and we'll be back for some more boxing talk. Peace.
A little bit more now, Anthony Joshua. They went for the haymaker.
Baziniano on his feet as Jaime Munguia sees that, and he goes after him with 40 seconds left here in the 10th round.
A little bit more now, Anthony Joshua. They went for the haymaker. Huge right hand. It's a step in with a big